So, I'm on the journey of learning to be the best version of myself. And I give up a few things for this journey. That's why I felt like Magma Treasures would be a good channel to share with you the journey and as we learn a lot of things. So I remember in 2011 when I had just lost the father of my unborn child after burial, and everything was done and everyone was gone. That's when actually the whole truth kicked in. The whole feeling of how the hell am I going to manage single motherhood at 21? Being a single mother, and it's my first child. But one thing that helped me, and it's still helping me up to now, was asking myself, so the situation is here. From that time, I gained lots of strength and kicked on my journey to raising my boy, and it's been worth it. So let's admit this, that you at some point get to this stage where everything comes to a standstill and you just want to be the best version of yourself. You don't even know what it means at first, but you just feel it. You say, I just want to do this. And social media has hyped people to be who they're not. And don't get me twisted, I love social media, but believe me, we all know that 70% of what you see in people's life on social media is not actually who they are. But today, I'm here to tell you who is watching me right now, that no matter where you find yourself in life, you will go back to your house, shut the door, and start to face the reality. So let's roll. And let me take my warm water. Now, first things first make peace with your feelings. I know what you all feel. I've been through that. But making peace with your feelings is usually perceived differently. People think it's giving up. No, making peace with your feelings means you accept what's happening now and you use it to change what will happen next. I'm talking to you who has had a broken marriage, who has lost your loved one, or someone who just lost a job, or maybe the business. The art of making peace with what's happening, it is going to a place where there are no lies about what happened or excuses for yourself. It means finding a peace with failure that you have right now, so you can make something absolutely amazing from that failure. Now, before anything, in this journey of being the best version of yourself, trust me, I want you to set yourself free. Notice the weight you are carrying and be willing to put it down, because that's the goal. And it means to be open to your best life and showing up now. And you need to read the book of Power of Now. There are some few lines that are really wonderful. And also to know that you don't need to do this alone. To know that it's okay to ask for help. But you only do that when you accept that something is happening. After this, then, you will then find the strength to carry on through life. A Nigerian woman would tell you, this life needs strong people, not crybabies, you know how they always say it. But anyway, so darling, clean your eyes, stop crying, and know that this happened. It's here, but decide that you are now taking a step to start on the journey of being a better version of yourself. And yes, you can, and it feels so beautiful. Till this day, I'm raising 2 amazing boys. It's time to heal and know how to handle yourself better in this messy world, because it will not happen one day to some people, but eventually consistency will bring in results. Talking of consistency, it brings us to another point, and that is learn the art of self-talk. Self-talk, people are going to call you crazy at some point, but it's worth it. Talking to yourself, the game we are playing forever. Darling, you know that you like to hear someone say, I love you. I love this about you. You know the kind of feeling you get. So now you are not waiting for some people to do that for you. You are going to tell that to yourself. You are going to have a dialogue with yourself. This is influenced by your subconscious mind. The thoughts, the beliefs, the questions, the ideas. Remember, self-talk can be both negative and positive. But of course, being the best of yourself calls in for the highest level of positivity. Self-talk is said to be the best tool for building your confidence, motivating you, and it helps you in curbing those negative emotions that always come in your mind. So let's learn the 3 types of self-talk. We have the negative, the positive, and instructional. Now, you know about the positive and negative self-talk. Instructional self-talk, however, is different a bit. This is when you motivate yourself to learn a new skill, focus on it, and train your mind that you can do it. Focus on it, eventually you will learn it. I have my friend who recently learned video editing because she has a YouTube channel, Rita Keto Haise. This lady totally didn't know about cameras and editing at all. I remember she once told me, I can learn everything apart from editing. And I told her, well, it's just in your mind. The moment she set her mind that I'm going to learn Premiere Pro, she's a genius now. She now edits her own videos. What does this teach us? We can train our minds through what we say to ourselves. You can do anything as long as you set your mind on it. My daily motivation, or you can call it mantra, is I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Every time I'm weak, I tell this to myself 1,000 times. And also, I think it's Bethlehem Music. In their song of King of My Heart, it's a gospel song. They say something. Sometimes you sing something because you are sure. Sometimes you sing something until you're sure. So I know you tell yourself 1,000 times, but still you get doubt. Guess what? Look in the mirror and say it again until you're sure. When you say it all the time, you'll be sure. If you master positive self-talk, then you will be confident, motivated, and also productive. What more do you need to be the best of yourself than those 3? Confidence, motivation, and also being productive. Another one, and I got this from Tony Robbins, divorce the limited mind and marry the unlimited mind. In other words, let go of fear. We talked of making peace with your feelings, which means taking control of them. Self-talk is mastered now, and it's time to divorce the limited mind and marry the unlimited mind. You don't know what you could be in the next 5 years. Most of you are limited by the beliefs in you. Yes, I'm talking about the limited beliefs. Those untrue thoughts you have about your nature or your future, where you come from. Now, our first point was to take control of what had happened. The limited beliefs usually come from that. But by recognizing these limiting beliefs, taming your fears, that's exactly how you were supposed to take control of them and let go of whatever that is limiting you. You gain the strength to push forward and find whatever person that you are truly are, and hence the strength to push forward and find the very best person that you are, hence being the best version of yourself. Another one is stop being a people pleaser. We are talking about people who tend to mold themselves into other people's behaviors or into people's expectations. It sounds brutal, but people pleasers are actually liars. Steve Jobs had a beautiful saying, everything around that you call life was made up by people who are not smarter than you. So people pleasing comes from approval addictions. It comes from the misguided belief that people like you because of what you did for them and not because of who you are. And to be sincere, if you have overcome this, hands up for you. But you who is watching me right now and you are in this journey, you are on the right track. I promise. It's not going to be easy, but it will be worth it. It becomes toxic when you start compromising your own values and beliefs in order to please everybody and get their approval. With time, you start losing sense of who you are. Yourself disintegrates, and then there's nothing of you that remains. So question is, are you really adding value to yourself? Of course, no. I mean, what value are you adding by seeking people's validation? Why? Because 1, you sacrifice your own values and beliefs. 2, you feel resentful. You start blaming other people. The only way to break this cycle, however, is to understand that you can live your life the way you want it, without anybody's approval. And there's nothing wrong about it. Nothing is wrong about it. Then once you decide to have a life, people who are similar to you will automatically feel attracted towards you. They will like you and respect you too. You don't have to do anything for them that involves sacrifice. You just have to be, and they will like you for that. It doesn't mean that you're selfish. It means that you care about your feelings, and it's until you own your feelings that you're able to care about actually other people's feelings. It's until you better yourself that you will also become a person that betters others. Next one, it's discipline. And this sums up everything. And I read this somewhere. Self-discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. So if you are on the journey of being better than yourself, you need to be highly disciplined. In order to add value to yourself, you need to control yourself and make yourself work hard in a particular way without needing anyone else to tell you what to do. It will be useless to read and master all that and you don't take action. And with all that, I've exhausted the bigger parts of how to become the best version of yourself. Hit the red button, subscribe to my channel, and let's be geniuses out there so that we can make the whole world better.